All right, so traders all around the world, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and good day, regardless of where you are going to be watching this recorded video. So today I'm going to be talking about highs and lows, how to identify highs and lows in the market. All right, when looking at the charts, when analyzing the market from the monthly time frame all the way down to whatever time frame you're going to be trading, buying, or selling. So you're going to understand and learn what is a high and what is a low, so that when you're looking at the market, okay, the market is in a downtrend, the market is in an uptrend, how do you identify which high you're going to use to know that the market is in an uptrend? Because sometimes the market, what you're looking at the chart can be very tricky, and if you don't understand highs and lows, believe me, it might be difficult for you to really get to understand the direction of the market, probably long term or short term. Although in my previous video I talked about long term direction of the market using the monthly support resistance bands area. And as you can see right here on AUD USD, I haven't drawn my band, so I'm just going to do that right away right here. So right here, let me quickly draw the bands. So like I said, I like to use the what is that name called again, rectangle box, all right, to draw my bands area. So I'm going to be using this. It's going to be red, and the background is going to be red also. So I'm just going to extend all the way like this. So this is the way I usually do my own support and resistance bands area. So I'm going to clone, change color. I'm going to change the color background. It's going to be green, and I'm just going to bring this down all the way here. Okay, so this is my support band area monthly time frame, and that's my resistance band area monthly time frame. So long term, I'm expecting price to go, from here, because this was the last time we saw price going away from here, right? And as you can see, going down. Now price is at sideways movement, but long term we're expecting price to come down here. All right, anything can happen, guys. All right, but from the monthly time frame standpoint of view, based on the monthly band long term view, market is supposed to come down here. All right, so now let's identify the highs now that I have my bands. But before we are going to go to that, let us look at what is a high, the definition. All right, what is a high and low in the forex market? Okay, what is a high? So quickly we are going to look at a high right here. As you can see, the definition, this was the way I was taught, so I'm sharing my own knowledge with you guys. Okay, it's free, it's not a secret, there's nothing hidden about it. So I want you guys to learn as beginner analyst or forex trader that you are going to be, in case you are a complete beginner, you are just getting into the forex business, this is for you. All right, so a high is a center candle with two candles by the left and two candles by the right with what lower high values. All right, that is a high. And also in reverse, okay, in reverse, this is the definition of a low. What is a low? A low is a center candle with two candles by the left, two candles by the right with a higher low values. So this is the definition of a high and a low. And also, what is an uptrend? Many of us know what an uptrend is. An uptrend is when we have a minimum of two highs and two lows. Now we can see the connection between these two stuff. Without us able to identify what is a high. It will be difficult for us to identify, how to know an uptrend and how to know a downtrend if we don't know what is a high and if we don't know what is a low. So it's really, really difficult for us. And when it comes to using the Fibonacci in the right way, the original Fibonacci in the right way, it will also be difficult for us to use that Fibonacci if we don't know what is a high and a downtrend and an uptrend. So first of all, we need to understand what a high is. Alright, so now let's go into the chart again, because we're going to be revisiting back this picture. Alright, so as you're watching this video, please do me a favor, do yourself a favor. You want to pause this video, screenshot this, keep it for yourself, and always refer back to it. Alright, so now let's go to the chart quickly. What is a high? Right here. Now we are going to look at a high. Okay, now like we said, a high is a center candle. Alright, so this is the monthly time frame of AUD CAD. So we look at these two charts already. Right here we have this candle as the middle candle right here, and we have two candles by the right, 1 and 2. Okay, let me see if I can do this like this. And okay, so as you guys can see, this green candle here is a high, candle, and this red one and this red one is by the right, and we have this one and this one is by the left. Now how do we know that this candle here is higher than these two candles here and these two candles by the left? How do we know? Clearly, we can clearly see it, right? You can see that it is very high, it is very obvious. But there are some times when you look at the market, if you do not zoom out very well, you're not going to see. But at some times also, there are some candles that can be so close to each other. One can be higher than the other with 1 pip, but you are never going to see it. So if you don't use the right tools provided to us by TradingView, you might not be able to get it. That's why on this video I'm going to be showing to you guys what you can use to identify that. Now I have right here, if you can see this guy here. So this is my layout of tools where I put out there favorite tools that I'm using. Then we have this as price note. Alright, so what this price note does is that this price notes help us to know the exact. So I'm going to use the magnet because it's going to help a lot. This price note help us to know the price of this candle, the high, the low of the candle. Alright, as you can see, it helps us to know the high of the candle and the low of the candle. So the number there represents the high of the candle, right? And then I have another one here by the left, and I have this one here, that's 2 by the right. They have 2 by the left also right here. So let me just change the colors to something different. Okay guys, something I think, oops, and black. Alright, so that we can better identify what we are doing here. Alright, I don't want to mix things up. Alright, then I'm going to change this one too to I think it's going to be black, and let's just go the same way, not to waste much time. Okay, here we go, black and yellow and yellow. Alright, so that's it. So right here we can see the numbers. It is very clear, and we can see what are the numbers. This one is 1.10802. This one is 1.10550, right? This one is 1.07646. So from the numbers you can tell that this one is higher, right? This one is 10,802. This one is 10,118. This one is 0, 7748. This one is 10650, and this one is 1.07646. So it's very clear that this one is higher than the other candles, right? So at this point, what do? We already know we spot a high, right? What about a low? We said a high is a center candle. Definitely we can see that the value of these candles are high, right? But they are lower compared to this one. Their values are very high, okay? But this one is higher value than the rest of the other candles value. Now we look at the definition, and we also talk about the highs, right? Now what about the low? The low, if we take, what we just need to do is just do the same thing. We're going to take this price note, okay? Take the price note. Sorry about my internet is somehow. So I'm going to take the price note. I'm going to put this one here, and then I'm going to put this one here. Just going to drag it like this, and this one is going to come right here, and like this, and you are going to go this way. What's wrong with this? All right, there we go. So where is the low? Let us find out the low. And this is the low. Not this one, and you go this way. Now if we are to look at the numbers again of this candle, this one, okay, I think I dropped one. All right, this is supposed to be like this. All right, here we go. So if we look at these two candles, the low of the candle, we are going to see that this one is the lowest, no doubt. We can see the number is 0.93874. These other ones are what we have. This first one here is 0.96637. You can see the difference. This one is 0.93. This one is 0.96. This one is 0.98. This one is 0.96. This one is 0.99. You can see these ones are high values, and this one is a low value. So which means this candle low is the lowest of the rest of the other two that are immediately, close beside it. All right. So this is a low. Now we talked about the highs and the lows. We can clearly see back in time. All right. So before I quickly jump into going into the rest of the other thing that I want to show you guys, or I'm going to be talking about in this video, where are we going to see this price note? This price note can be found here, as you can see right here. All right, or we just need to count from here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So the seventh box, or the seventh line here, whatever, just click on it and we're going to see price note, and you just unclick, star favorite it for yourself, and it's going to be right out here, just like I have my own here. All right, now right here we can see back in time the market was going up. We have a higher highs and higher lows. So this is a low, and this is a high, this is a low, and this is a high right here. So at this point now we can tell that we are in an uptrend like this back in time, because this is an uptrend. So we have a minimum highs and a minimum of 2 highs and 2 lows, like we said in the definition of a high and a low. All right, I mean an uptrend. Okay, now we talk about a high, we talk about a low. Now we are talking about what is an uptrend and what is a downtrend. So an uptrend is when we have a minimum of 2 highs and a minimum of 2 lows. So with the identification of a high, we can be able to understand what we're talking about when it comes to an uptrend. So an uptrend has to have a minimum of 2 highs and 2 lows, right? So when we go back to the chart right here, we're going to see that the market back in time gave us a minimum of 2 highs and a 2 lows. And where are those minimum of 2 highs and 2 lows that I am talking about? Right here we can clearly see we have the first high and the second high, and here we have a first low and we have another low here. I mean first low, second low. So this is a confirmed uptrend right now. So back in time, if we are on the smaller time frame, for example, we come across things like this, it will be easier for us to trade a market like this in the direction of the monthly bands area, especially once we want to be in alignment with the long-term view. All right, so this is what is called an uptrend, and a minimum of 2 high to identify an uptrend and a downtrend. So this is a high right now, and this is a low, this is a high, and this is a low. And now if, for example, we did not see these 2 candle by the right, 2 candle by the left, that has a lower value compared to the middle candle, okay, we can't consider that candle to be a high. For example, now I'm going to let's look at the live chart that we have right here. For example, okay, we're going to look at the live chart right here. So just as we talk about a high, this is a high right now, okay, because we already have 2 candle by the right and we have 2 candle by the left right here. What about this candle here right now? So it's the same thing with a low. We need to have a minimum of 2 candle by the left and minimum of 2 candle by the right. So this candle here right now, okay guys, this candle here right now is a low. So this candle here right now, this candle here, it's a low. But right now, can we consider this candle a low? Well, from the definition of what is a high, I mean, yes, what is a high and what is a low, we cannot consider this candle a low. The wick of the candle, we cannot consider it a low. Why? Because we have a new month candle, December candle, that is still very much on play. It is still, the market is still running until the ending of this month. When this month ends and we enter a new month, then we cannot know if this is a low or not. And at the same time, we still cannot even consider this to be a low. If this candle closes the way it is, for example, we still can't consider this candle to be a low. All right, why? Because from the definition, we need a minimum of 2 highs not a 2 high, sorry, we need 2 candles by the right and 2 candles by the left to consider that candle to be a low. So in this scenario, even if this market should close just exactly like this for this month to next month, we can still not consider this candle weak or low, because we need another candle, which means we need the January candle to open and close. And if the January candle open and close and did not make a new low that is lower than this low, then we can then consider this candle low a low. All right, until then, this candle low is not a low. And please guys, don't fight with me for what I'm explaining to you guys right here on YouTube. Okay, this was the way I was taught, and so far I have been following my knowledge, my education, and so far it has been working well for me. And believe me, if you guys can implement this to your style, it's going to help you go a long way. Believe me, guys. So let's quickly get into it. Now we can see that this candle here is not a low. We cannot consider this candle weak or low, okay, until this candle closes for this month and January candle closes for January. And if any of the 2 candles did not make a new low that is lower than this, then we can consider this a low. All right, guys, let's jump into the other part. So it's as fast as it is. Now, the process, we need to identify the long-term view. That is the number one thing we need to do when we want to know what is a high, a downtrend, or an uptrend. First of all, we need to understand, we need to identify the long-term view. So, as you guys have seen from my previous video, and like I said earlier on this video when I started, I said the long-term view of this market is going to be to the downside, right? Yes, the long-term view is going to be to the downside, which means market needs to come to the monthly support band area. After that, what else we need to do? We need to determine the short-term view from the short-term trend. Okay, so this is the next step that we need to follow. Quickly, we must always trade in line with the monthly bands in mind. Mind, heart, well, it is, we must trade in the direction of the monthly bands in our heart. Okay, I was meant to put heart, not mind, but it's all right. So as we are analyzing the market, whatever we are doing, for example, we are on the 15-minute chart, for example. Okay, whatever we are doing, we have it in our heart already that the long-term view from the monthly bands perspective, from the monthly band point of view, the market is going to go all the way to the downside. So if I were to be trading on the AUD USD 15-minute chart, majority of the times I will be looking to sell the market. For example, I will look for how I'm going to sell the market from here, okay, from this level all the way to the downside. And 7 times out of 10, the market is going to go to my direction. Why? Because I am in alignment with the monthly band long-term view direction. All right, I am aligning myself with the market's long-term view, and the long-term view from the monthly time frame perspective, based on the monthly bands area, the market is meant to sell. So I would prefer to be looking for a sell opportunity at all given time on the 15-minute chart. Even if I'm a day trader, even if I'm a scalper, it doesn't matter. What matters the most is that you want to align yourself with the direction of the market based on what the monthly bands are telling you. All right, so in this scenario, or in this example, the monthly band is telling me that when the market hits support band right here, it pushed all the way to the upside, monthly resistance band, and the next thing I'm expecting is market should do what it wants to do, then finally comes down here. So at all given time, I am going to be looking for a sell opportunity on my smaller time frame or my trading time frame, whatever time frame, 4 hours, 1 hour, 2 hour, 30 minutes, even all the way to the 5-minute chart. If it is 1 minute you want to scalp, I'm still going to be looking for a sell, because I want to make sure that based on my my discipline, I want to discipline myself, stay put with the monthly bands direction long term. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So as we can see here right now, so from the picture, it says we need to determine the short-term view from the short-term trend, right? Yes. So let's look at the short-term view. Now we are still using the monthly time frame. Okay, now we already know that the long-term view is going to go, price is going to go all the way down. So we have lower lows here, lower high. We have okay guys, so this is a low here and this is a high. Okay, this is another low here. Previously we have yes, we have this green candle here, it's a low, this one is a high, we have a low, we have a high. So I'm trying to speed up. Okay, and I have a low here. Okay, so this was what I have back in time right here. Let's make it black. Okay, so the trend is going down, and I already talked about how to draw the trend line based, okay, from a monthly time frame perspective. The trend line is telling us that also price is going down. We can see price is below the trend line also right here. Now this is the market's long-term view, right? What is the short-term trend right now? Right now. All right, you guys, make sure you don't miss what I'm saying. I'm saying right now, what is the short-term trend from what we can see here? All right, so in my own humble opinion, I can see that the market is in a downtrend. Lower lows and a lower high here, and I have a lower low right here. So for me, the market is in a downtrend here right now. Okay, and as we can see here, the market is moving on a sideways. So right now, since the short-term trend, we are meant to look at the short-term view. For us to get the short-term view, we have to look at the short-term trend. So the short-term trend of the market is what is going to tell us that since the short-term trend is down, as we can see, lower lows, lower high, lower lows, then the short-term view is going to be what? Lower lows, lower high, and then lower lows. Then the market started moving on a sideways movement. It got here, it rejected. All right, so the market respected past resistance area right here. The market respected past resistance right here. It is very obvious, as we can see here, very obvious that the market respected past resistance right here, right now, here. So once the market broke out of past resistance, previously it was a support, right? All the way, you can see it was a support here, support. Then once this candle broke out of that support area, it make an attempt to do what? To go all the way to the upside. The market make an attempt to go all the way to the upside right here and rejected. First of all, it was here, got rejected, and here it got rejected again, and now we are here where we have multiple resistance area, because it is an area, like I always say. Okay, so it's an area. The market got rejected at all these levels. Okay, so at this point in time, we are going to look at, since we are meant to look at the short-term view from the short-term trend, we already know the long-term view based on the monthly bands. Right now, the short-term view, okay, is what we are trying to identify. And quickly, I'm going to dive into that very soon. So the market started moving on a sideways. So we have support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, and now the market is heading towards the support level. So last month we have this bearish candle last month. So the short-term trend is down. Yes, the short-term trend is still down. The trend line is still confirming that the short-term trend and the long-term view of the markets are all down. So what is the short-term view? Now, in my own humble opinion, since the short-term trend is down, the short-term view is going to do what? Go up. Yes, the short-term view, the market is meant to go all the way to the upside. And as we can see right here, quickly, we saw that the market has been rejecting from this area back in time. So I'm going to make this one like this to differentiate. All right, so we have resistance here, we have support, we have resistance, we have support, and support right here. So looking at the market very well, the short-term trend is down. Right now, it's down. It made a lower low. The short-term trend, lower lows, lower high, lower low. Yes, the market made a lower high right here, right? It also made a lower high right here. So like this is a lower high right now. Because this is a high, we have to candle by the right, to candle by the left, right? So this is a lower high that got rejected from a resistant level. Then it started consolidating at this point. So once it got rejected here, we got our first support right here. We got a first support right here. Then we got a resistance here. And we got another support here. Another resistance here. Support, resistance, and now at support area. So the market right now is at support area, which means the market is down in line with the short-term downtrend. The market is down. So what would be the short-term view? Definitely, I know right now that many of you traders that are looking at me, you already know the answer already. That since the short-term trend is down, the short-term view is going to go up. Exactly. So if you are already answering from your heart that the market is going to go up, you are absolutely correct. So you are aligning yourself with the market right now. Right now. So guys, please don't forget this word. Right now. Now. Now you can tell me the market is still going to sell. This is the level of support, right? It is true. But since the market refuses to break this support area last month, it has already given us a signal. What? Yes, the market has already given us a signal for a buy right here. This week that you guys are seeing are bullish pressure. Okay, the market, the bears try to push price away out of this support area, but the bulls came into the market and pushed price all the way up right here. What does that signify? It signifies a bull's strength, a bull's pressure, a bull direction. All right, not strength precisely. I'm going to take that back. Not strength, bullish pressure and bullish direction. That is what it means. But because the bears are still in the market, the bears are still trying to claim, that means sellers are still trying to claim that they are in control. And that's why when the market opened for this new month, it started pushing to the downside immediately. And once it got to this level, buyers all around the world, including you, me, and big banks, retail, professional traders, hedge funds, everybody, tourists, because tourists buy currencies too. When they want to travel to whatever country they want to travel, they buy the currency. Australia and US are making trade, business in between themselves, So all of us together join forces to push price from this level of support all the way, and now we are still pushing price. As you can see, that's the reason why we have this wick right here, empty wick right here. The candle has gone away from the wick, and they've successfully pushed price all the way to where it is right now, as you guys can see right here. So this week, last month candle was a signal that the market is still going to push to the upside. We don't know how far it's going to go, and we are not concerned of how far it's going to go. All right, I'm not interested, for example, for myself, I'm not interested in buying this market. I'm interested in selling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the smaller time frame if I want to sell this market and look for opportunity to sell the market, because I want to align myself with the monthly long-term view that the monthly bands is telling me. As you can see here, price is meant to go all the way to the downside. Okay guys, so once you can understand this simple knowledge, education that I've just shared with you about this business, believe me, implement it time and time and again on a demo account. Trade the market just the way it is. What you are seeing, do accordingly, and believe me, your trading style is going to change. And do this on a demo account for like 6 months if you can, 1 year. You must practice. Yes, you must practice. Let it be part of you. See the market play, play on the real time, not other way around. Let the market play on the real time. Trade this market the way you are being taught right here on YouTube, exactly the way you have been taught, the way you have seen it, like this. The short-term view, just do exactly like this. The short-term view, if you already know about this knowledge that I'm sharing already before, and you are buying this market already, I say well done to you, because it is, for me, it is not easy, it's not simple, but it is at the same time simple and easy. Only when you practice and practice and practice and practice, you have made it to become part of you, then you are going to find it to be that simple and easy. But for now, it is not easy for beginners, analysts, and traders. All right, guys. So right now, the short-term view is long. Okay, like I said, short-term view is long. And how did we find that short-term view? We were able to find the short-term view understanding highs and lows and the short-term trend. Okay, then since we find out that the short-term trend is down right here, the market is down right here at the level of support, the short-term view means that market is going to buy to the upside, but not long term, only short term. The market is going to buy short term. So you want to be very careful if you are buying a retracement on the smaller time frame, because what you are seeing this candle doing on the monthly time frame, believe me, is going to be buying on the smaller time frame, short term, not long term. Okay, so this chart right here is a 1 hour chart. Okay, and as you can see, the market is in a consolidation, right? And as you can see, like I said, what is happening here right now, the market is already buying. Okay, the market is already buying right now. Okay, take it off. All right, so even if you want to scalp this, when the market made this bullish candlestick formation engulfing, you would have started buying this on the 1 minute or the 5-minute chart, and right now you would have been making profit. And believe me, it is just like this. Okay, it is just like this. Okay, guys, so this is what I want to share with you guys. So don't forget, watch this video again 1 or 2 3 times. Okay, if you can, watch it up to 5 times, no problem. It's going to help you just like it helped me. All right, and don't forget to always refer back to the definition and this picture. You want to watch it time and time and again to acquaint yourself with it. All right, thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video that you've just watched, please do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done that, and press the notification button, and whenever I post a new video, you'll be among those of the first person that will get notified. All right, thank you very much, and I will share more of my content with you guys, more of my knowledge regarding this business with you guys, so that you guys can better know how to handle the market when you are going to the market to make your analysis, to analyze the market. Don't forget to analyze from the monthly time frame and just do accordingly, and believe me, your analysis is going to be so different from the way you are analyzing the market now, and you're going to become more experienced as time goes on. All right, thank you very much. Until the next video, you want to stay tuned, and for now, take care and see you soon.